global market marked by price volatility and fluctuating demand. Environment have continued to feel the impact of rising food prices. Gloria Tolo went around major markets in Asaba to find out which food item is currently the most expensive and how it affected buyers and traders.
Rising prices have continued to raise concerns about household spending and food affordability. A fresh survey showed that protein foods such as meat and fish currently top the most expensive items on market shelves this week. Frozen and dried fish, especially Titus and cold varieties, lead the price surge, selling far above many other staple foods.
So wetin we know say cost well now na mostly meat, like cow meat, goat meat, then fish, most especially fish, ice fish, e cost well. And wetin I know say cost now, but food stuff like tomatoes, pepper, other things, they come down well.
A carton of Titus fish that sold for 45,500 naira now sells about 65,000 naira, while cow meat range between 800,000 and 2 million naira, making protein items among the costliest in the market.
A cow, it depends size. Yes, sizes. At least from 7 to 800,000, you can get a full cow. They still have cow of 2 million, 1.5. That's it depends the size. Yes, 800.
Stakeholders stress the need for government to support local fish farming and livestock production, improve roads and power supply, and strengthening cold chain facilities to reduce transport, storage costs, and overall food prices.
They should reduce the increase in the feed though, because it's also affecting them. Them that are selling, that are training it, is also affecting them. Because if it's okay in their hands, it will still come down in our hands.
Findings: rising transportation, cost of feeds for fish, production challenge are the key factors driving the recent increase in fish and meat. Both sellers and buyers continue to adjust as the market responds to those economic pressures. For Delta TV News, I am Gloria Otolo reporting.
Meanwhile, the price of garri has dropped significantly, making it more affordable for many Nigerians. At the Infant Jesus Market in Asaba, shoppers said the reduction had brought welcome relief to households already struggling with rising food costs. Again, Gloria Otolo reports.
The price of garri has significantly reduced and is now quite affordable for the average Nigerian. A recent market survey showed that garri has become more affordable, offering relief to households facing high food prices. The reduction was largely due to increased supply from local producers. Traders at the Infant Jesus Market in Asaba said a measure of garri now sold for about 1,500, while a full bag cost 15,000 to 18,000, depending on quality and location. They attributed the price drop to steady supply and improved distribution.
Garri come down well. Farmer try for garri matter. We dey buy garri for 1,000, 1,200 for bucket of garri. Before na 3,200 or 3,500, but now the price really come down.
Buyers welcome the developments, saying it made daily meal preparation easier despite ongoing economic pressures. Many noted that the price dropped at a time when household budgets were under severe strain. However, sellers cautioned that profit margins remain tight due to high transportation and processing costs.
We do buy per bag like 18,000. That's the price for the red one, for the yellow garri. Then the white one per bag in the market is 15,000.
Traders on their part called on government and stakeholders to support local production and distribution, ensuring that garri prices remain affordable in the coming weeks.
Garri 1,500, bucket 1,500. Before 2,025.
As garri becomes more affordable, residents say it has eased the burden of food costs and brought great relief for many families. I am Gloria Otolo, report.
Now to the world of sports, where the trio of Victor Osimhen, Ademola Lookman and Calvin Bassey have been inducted into the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations team of the tournament. The team of the tournament was compiled by the Confederation of African Football CAF Technical Study Group. Champion Senegal and hosts Morocco have 4 players each in the selection. Morocco's Yassine Bono earned his place in goal after an incredible record of 5 clean sheets. Bassey selected among 3 other defenders, Ashraf Hakimi and Noussair Mazroui, both from Morocco, and Senegal's Moussa Nakati. Lookman, who registered 3 goals and 4 assists in the competition, is joined in midfield by Senegalese duo of Idrissa Gueye and Papi Gueye. Osimhen is flanked in attack by Senegal superstar Sadio Mane and Morocco's Brahim Diaz. The Nigeria Football Federation (NFF) has confirmed that preparations for the Super Falcons ahead of the 2026 Women's Africa Cup of Nations (WAFCON) will only commence after FIFA clarifies the official international window. Nigeria, who lifted their historic 10th WAFCON title in North Africa in 2025, are targeting an unprecedented 11th continental crown when the tournament is staged in Morocco. The competition will also serve as a qualification pathway for the 2027 FIFA Women's World Cup. NFF President Ibrahim Gusau explained that the federation is currently constrained by the lack of clarity from FIFA regarding player release dates. He further noted that the NFF must also consider the release of players by their respective clubs across Europe, the United States, and Mexico, where the bulk of the Super Falcons squad ply their trade. Gusau, however, assured Nigerians that the federation has robust plans in place once FIFA provides the necessary confirmation. The Super Falcons remain the most successful team in the history of the Women's Africa Cup of Nations and will be aiming to extend their dominance when preparations officially get underway. Next is the thought for the day. It is never too late to be what you would have been. To end the news, here again are the main points. The State Governor, the Right Honorable Sheriff Oberwari, has called on all stakeholders to step up grassroots mobilization in the ongoing second phase of the continuous voter registration exercise organized by the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) to ensure higher turnout. The State Ministry of Justice has stepped up efforts to combat human trafficking with a 2-day capacity building program for its legal officers aimed at strengthening prosecution and promoting a victim-centered approach to justice. The dangerous practice of scooping fuel from fallen petrol tankers has continued to pose serious risks to lives, property, and the environment across parts of the country. In Asaba, the state capital, our correspondent Henry Onogwa sampled residents' opinions on the effects of scooping fuel and why the practice persisted. Abroad, Japan has restarted a reactor at the world's largest nuclear power plant, about 15 years after the Fukushima disaster forced the country to shut all its nuclear reactors. That's the news. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, you can also follow our news online on Facebook and YouTube at Delta Broadcasting Service Asaba, or visit our website at www.dbsasaba.com. Many thanks for watching. I am Ogaga Ikama. Good evening.